March 14th isn't just an ordinary day for the science community. There's something extraordinary about it that will amaze you. Stephen Hawking's death on March 14th coincides with Albert Einstein's birthday, while his own birth on January 8, 1942, coincided with the 300th death anniversary of Galileo Galilei. Hawking and Einstein both lived until the age of 76. Interestingly, Hawking was nicknamed Einstein in school, despite having below-average marks. Pi appears in various areas of mathematics, which are crucial to both Einstein's and Stephen Hawking's theories. So, is there some mystical theory explaining how the noted astrophysicist Stephen Hawking died on the same day Albert Einstein was born, which also happens to be the day we honor the mathematical constant pi? Nope, it's all one giant coincidence. Let's dive in and celebrate the lives of Stephen Hawking, Galileo Galilei, and Albert Einstein, and the significance of Pi Day. Now, let's delve into the significance of pi and the origins of Pi Day. Pi, denoted by the Greek letter p, is a mathematical constant representing the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. It's an irrational number, meaning it cannot be expressed as a simple fraction, and its decimal representation goes on infinitely without repeating. Pi has fascinated mathematicians and scientists for centuries, with its value calculated to trillions of digits using various computational methods. So, how did Pi Day come to be? The idea for Pi Day originated with physicist Larry Shaw in 1988 at the San Francisco Exploratorium, a museum of science, art, and human perception. Shaw, known as the Prince of Pi, organized the first Pi Day celebration on March 14th, inspired by the first 3 digits of pi. What began as a small gathering of staff and visitors at the Exploratorium has since evolved into a global phenomenon, with Pi Day celebrations held worldwide in schools, universities, museums, and communities. The goal is to promote interest in mathematics and make learning about pi fun and accessible for people of all ages. Now, let's turn our attention to one of the most iconic figures in science history, Albert Einstein. Beyond his groundbreaking theories, Einstein's life was filled with fascinating quirks and anecdotes that offer insight into the man behind the genius. Albert Einstein was born on March 14, 1879, in Ulm, Germany. From a young age, he showed a keen interest in mathematics and science, eventually leading him to develop groundbreaking theories that would reshape the field of physics. Einstein is perhaps best known for his theory of relativity, which introduced the concept of space-time and fundamentally changed our understanding of gravity. His famous equation, E equals mc squared, revolutionized the relationship between mass and energy and paved the way for advancements in nuclear physics and energy production. Did you know that Einstein didn't start speaking until he was around 4 years old? His parents were initially worried about his development, but little did they know that their son would grow up to revolutionize our understanding of the universe. In 1921, Albert Einstein was awarded the Nobel Prize in Physics for his discovery of the photoelectric effect, which laid the foundation for quantum theory. Despite his towering intellect, Einstein was famously absent-minded and often forgot everyday tasks like tying his shoelaces or wearing socks that matched. He once said, "If a cluttered desk is a sign of a cluttered mind, of what then is an empty desk a sign?" Beyond his scientific achievements, Einstein was also a passionate advocate for peace, social justice, and human rights. His outspoken views on politics and philosophy made him a global symbol of intellectual freedom and moral integrity. Einstein was known for his love of sailing, playing the violin, and engaging in spirited debates with fellow scientists. Today, Einstein's legacy continues to inspire scientists, thinkers, and dreamers alike. Now, let's shine a light on another brilliant mind, Stephen Hawking. At 21, he refused to let amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, stop him, overcoming its challenges. Despite his sharp mind, Hawking's body weakened due to motor neuron disease starting at 21, showing a clear contrast between his intellect and physical health. Hawking was confined for most of his life to a wheelchair, and as his condition worsened, he had to resort to speaking through a voice synthesizer and communicating by moving his eyebrows. Hawking's groundbreaking work centered on the study of black holes, the nature of the universe, and the quest for a unified theory of physics. His popular science book, A Brief History of Time, achieved mass appeal and stayed on the Sunday Times bestsellers list for an astounding 237 weeks. Stephen Hawking's legacy extends far beyond his scientific achievements. He was a vocal advocate for disability rights, a passionate educator, and a symbol of courage in the face of adversity. As we reflect on the life and legacy of Stephen Hawking, let's remember his words. Now let's journey back in time to explore the life and contributions of another scientific luminary, Galileo Galilei. Galileo's pioneering work laid the foundation for modern observational astronomy and forever changed our understanding of the cosmos. Galileo Galilei was born on February 15, 1564, in Pisa, Italy. He was a true Renaissance man, excelling in multiple fields including mathematics, physics, and philosophy. Galileo's most famous contributions came in the field of astronomy. Using his homemade telescope, he made groundbreaking observations of the night sky, discovering mountains on the moons of Jupiter, and the phases of Venus. These observations provided compelling evidence for the heliocentric model of the solar system proposed by Copernicus. However, Galileo faced opposition from the religious leaders of his time due to his groundbreaking ideas. He believed in the heliocentric model, which suggested that the Earth revolved around the Sun, contrary to the prevailing belief that the Sun revolved around the Earth. Galileo's outspoken support for this model and his insistence on the importance of scientific investigation led to his trial by the Roman Inquisition. Despite enduring persecution and imprisonment, Galileo remained dedicated to uncovering the truth through his scientific pursuits. As we conclude our journey through Piday, Einstein, Hawking, and Galileo, we're reminded of the incredible connections and contributions of these remarkable individuals. From celebrating the beauty of mathematics on Piday to exploring the universe with Einstein's theories, Hawking's resilience, and Galileo's courage, their legacies inspire us to embrace curiosity and pursue truth. Let's carry forward their spirit of discovery and inquiry, shaping a future where the wonder of science continues to illuminate our path forward.